Alright.
What? Let me set it up, do you?
Oh, you can do if you want.
What's wrong with that telly?
Nothing, it's got all this for YouTube.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, so you can be famous now.
Hey!
Hey guys, how you all doing? I'm Paul and welcome to my channel, Tech and Travel, where today I will be unboxing this brand new LG Soundbar. So the model number we got on this one is the SL8YG. And yeah, what I'll do is unbox the soundbar and set it all up for you guys, show you through the process of that and give it a bit of a demo. And what I'll also do is compare it to the sound quality on this 65-inch C9 OLED TV from LG. Just got to say a massive thanks to the guys at box.co.uk for supplying the soundbar to me, and also the LG TV. If it weren't for those guys, I wouldn't be able to make these videos at the moment. So thanks very much to them. So anyway, let's crack on with this unboxing. Right, so here we have it then, guys, the LG Soundbar. So let's start off by taking a look around the box. So starting on the left-hand side, we have LG Soundbar with Meridian. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, Meridian is really big when it comes to speakers, make very expensive speakers. And I'm guessing that they've just had some, put a helping hand in, I'm guessing like with the tuning of the sound, something along those lines, I guess. Yeah, model number, as I said before, it is the SL8YG. We have AI Thin Q. Moving on to the right, Dolby Atmos, DTS:X, high-res audio, Google Assistant. It's 440 watts and it is a 3.1.2 channel soundbar with Dolby Atmos. I'm guessing the 3 will stand for the 3 main speakers, so your left channel, middle channel and right channel. The 0.1 will be a sub, and the 0.2 will be the 2 Atmos upwards foreign speakers. If I'm incorrect, please leave a comment below and correct me. So anyway, hopefully I've got all that right, and I think it's time to let's get it out of the box. So let's crack on. Right, so got a few flaps to undo here, so let's start down this end and see how it all unboxes. Right, that's the first bit done. Right, got a flap there and a flap at the back here. Just undo. I'm guessing this end will house the sub. Right, so let's have a look what we've got in there. We've got a bag of bits there, which we'll have a look at more detail in a bit. Like some instructions, and there we go. I'm guessing the sub comes out first out of this end. So let's shift it around and show you guys. So there we go, we've got the sub there. And slow the soundbar out itself. Right, get all this polystyrene off. So I've taken off one end of the polystyrene there, and looks like it just slides on out. And let's have a first look at the soundbar. So got a bit of weight to it, which is always a good sign when it comes to speakers normally. And there we go. And there she blows. Right, so having a first look at the soundbar, and we've got Meridian written on the top there, and we can see the first of the two Atmos speakers. Then we've got the same that was pretty much written on the outside of the box. Then moving along to the middle of the soundbar, we've got, looks like some touch sensitive buttons there, and the Google Assistant logo. And then LG Soundbar and new, and again another Atmos speaker and the LG logo. Now just getting it in the right light here, I don't know if you can see that, but you can actually just about see the speakers, and I'm guessing that's one speaker there, 2 and 3, and I don't know what that is in the middle, some sensors or something maybe. So yeah, all looks good, looks quite smart. Let's spin it round and have a look from the other side. So we have got a, I'm guessing that's the power cable. Let's have a look, I can't see. Yep, power cable. And then we have our inputs there. So we've got a couple of HDMIs, looks like an optical and a USB input. And then just moving on to the bottom of the device, not really much there. A couple of, looks like what, mounting holes. So I'm guessing you can have this mounted to the wall, obviously, instead of having it laid flat like that. So I think next we'll get this sub unboxed. Right, so we've got the trusty knife out. Let's get this banding cut off here. Let's reveal this sub. Let's take this wrapper off. Oh, smells nice. Ooh, I do like the smell of new electricals. Anyone else like that smell? I love it. There we go, well, it's upside down. So let's have a look. So we've got a port at the back, a power line, and that pretty much looks like it, to be honest. Can't see much else on there. So you've got material wrapping around the sides and the front. Feels quite nice. Wooden, obviously. I say that, is it wood or is that plastic? I don't know. Plastic on the back anyway. But yeah, pretty basic sub, to be honest. I'm guessing it's Bluetooth. It's something I didn't even think about, to be honest, because I've got a proper amp speaker setup, which is connected all by cables. So yeah, so I'm guessing it's going to be a Bluetooth sub, something, like I said, I didn't even think about at all. Seems a bit strange not having a line in or out for it. So one thing I will do is get the tape measure out and measure the size of the soundbar and this sub for you guys. Right, so we've got the old trusty tape measure out, and let's start off by measuring this soundbar. So the longest measurement is 106 centimeters, that is, sorry. Then the depth is 12 centimeters, and the height is approximately 6 centimeters. So handy to know if you're going to be putting this on, you know, mantelpiece, fireplace sort of thing. Make sure it ain't going to overhang. So let's move that to one side there and bring in the sub. So starting on the top again. So longest measurement, or depth, whatever, is 31 centimeters. Width is 22, and the height is 39 centimeters. So again, handy to know those measurements if trying to find somewhere to put this to, make sure it's going to fit. So let's move on to unboxing, or should I say unbagging this little bag of goodies. Right, so we've got a few little bits here. So first up, looks like we have got a power cable, and we have a remote control. Get this out. There we go. Basic looking little remote. I'm guessing it will serve all the functions that you need. You know, at the end of the day, it's only a soundbar. It's quite a nice finish on that actually. Again, not the best quality remote I've ever seen, but to be honest, it probably actually feels better than the one for the OLED TV. But you know, we'll give it a whirl in a minute, get some batteries in and see how it performs. I'm sure it'll be fine. Right, moving on. Oh, it's like Christmas, this. All these bags. We have got two of something. They look like feet to me, like rubberized. So I'm guessing they're going to be feet for either the sub or maybe the soundbar. Maybe they go there to hire it up. I'm just guessing at this point. It would look like that. Yeah, so I'd say they are feet for the soundbar. I'll know for definite in a minute. And yeah, so this will plug into there, and then you've got this cable which I will now measure. So we've got 1.60 m on that, plus your 150, so that's actually 3.10 m. So that is pretty generous, more generous than the TVs. And this is another power cable. I'm guessing this is going to be the same length as the other one, but this will just be for the sub itself. Yeah, 1.50 m for that. So the sub will have a cable for 1.50 m in length, and like I said, that just plugs straight in the back there, like that, nice and simple. See what this is? We've got a couple of, what can it be? Brackets. So I wonder, again, I'm jumping the gun here, if maybe they anything to do with these there? That lines up about right. So at a guess, I'm wondering if these are wall mounting brackets. I won't be using those, so if they are, unfortunately, you're just going to have to use your imagination. What I think we do now is move on and start getting it set up. Right, so as you can see, we've now got the soundbar up on the fireplace, and I've got it turned around the other way just so I can show you guys how I'm actually connecting it up. And one of the first things I'm going to do is run a HDMI cable from the soundbar to the TV. Now, one thing that didn't come in the box, which would have been a nice touch, is for them to supply just, you know, a short HDMI cable, you know, 1-2 meter cable, just to sort of get you started to make at least that connection. But unfortunately, there isn't anything. So just bear that in mind. You are going to need some spare HDMI cables. Right, so I do have a cable ready to go here. And what we'll do is have a look at these inputs here. So as you can see, the one on the left is marked HDMI out TV ARC, which stands for audio return channel, which basically means that the HDMI connection there can send sound backwards and forwards down the cable, not just one direction. And we've got exactly the same connection on the TV. So what we're going to do is obviously plug one end of the HDMI into that there, and then if we come and have a look around the side of the TV, it's a bit hard to see, but number 2 just here is also ARC on the TV, and so that's that connection done. And what we'll have to do is just go into the settings on the TV, which I'll do in a minute, and change the output to ARC. So next connection that we need to make is between the soundbar and whatever device we want. So be it a PlayStation or like a Skybox, digital box, something like that. Now, some of you may be wondering, well, what happens if you haven't got ARC connection? You can use a optical from the TV to the soundbar. And again, what about if you want to connect more than one device? Well, what you simply do is connect all those other devices to your inputs on your TV. If you've got an ARC output, you run that from the TV to the soundbar like we have here. So the TV then can send any input signal from the TV to the soundbar. And if you, like I said, if you haven't got ARC, you still connect all your HDMIs to your TV and then just use your optical from the TV to the soundbar to send the signal down that way. So not too complicated really, but something I thought I'd just point out there. Right, so everything's now plugged in. Soundbar is all around the right way. Cables ain't the tidiest at the moment, but I will sort that out in a bit. The sub is all connected up, so all I've got to do now is get my son to turn on the power from both, one and buddy, and hopefully, there we go. So we've got hello come up on there. We've got a flashing green light on the sub. We've got some messages coming up. Please wait. Right, and from what I've read in the instructions, that solid green light means it is automatically now paired up to the soundbar. So there we go, it says...
Hi, I'm your Google Assistant. I'm here to help. To get started, please download the Google Home app on a phone or tablet.
Well, there you go. She said it better than I could. So we've got to download the Google app. It does state this in the instructions. And we just got to make a Wi-Fi connection, which I will do now. And hopefully we'll be all set up and ready to go. I do like that touch. That's pretty good. I like the way that it, audibly tells you what you got to do. It's nice. Like I said, it does state that in the instructions, but yeah, nice little touch that. So yeah, I didn't realise about that. Again, nice little surprise. So I'll crack on anyway and get this connected to the Wi-Fi. Right, so everything to do with the soundbar now is all connected to the internet for the Google Assistant and that. And we're actually now on the following day. As whilst recording last night on the last segment, unfortunately we had a power cut. Hence the emergency lighting that I installed last night. So yeah, so what we do is just carry on as we were. So, like I said, we're all set up. What we just need to do now is tell the TV to connect to the soundbar with ARC on the HDMI cable. So we're going to grab the LG remote here. This is for the one for the TV, and do a long press on the settings button. Go down to sound and then sound out. And at the moment we've got internal TV speaker, and then we just want to turn on HDMI ARC. Simple as that. And leave that on auto for now. Obviously, if you've not got an LG TV, it may be a different process on yours. But just make sure you've got HDMI ARC enabled. So what I think we'll do now is fire up YouTube, and we get a bit of music going, maybe just test out, and maybe put on some sort of vocals and things like that as well, some speech, and see how that comes across. So start off with, let's just to chuck on a demo that I'm not going to get the video pulled by YouTube for copyright reasons. So here we go then. Right, here we go. There we go. Oh yeah, that sounds right. See, automatically I've just pressed the volume up and down on the remote for the TV, and I've just realised it's actually doing the amp. I'm so used to controlling the sound on the TV. So there you go, straight away that's all ready to go. I haven't had to do anything to set that up. I have got the remote here for the actual soundbar. Let's turn it up a little bit. That sounds quite bassy, that. I don't know what it's set on at the moment. Let's have a look. We've got a sound effect button, so that says standard there. So this is just how it comes out of the box at the moment. I'll tell you what, just for a bit of fun, I'm going to turn it off and see how it sounds like on the TV. Right, so there's the TV sound. Let's turn back on the soundbar. So that should go now to ARC, yeah. Right, that sounds a bit tinny. Oh, right, there we go, sub's now kicked in. I'm guessing there's a bit of a delay for it to connect. Let's turn it up a little bit more. Yeah, a noticeable difference there. Yeah, that's definitely an improvement. Don't know how that's coming across to you guys at home. I apologise if the video keeps stopping a bit. I've got a bit of an issue with the internet connection at the moment. Let's turn it off again. There we go, that's the TV. I wonder if I press the volume on that, that'll do the TV? No, that turns it back on again. So yeah, I'm noticing quite a bit of difference there. Like I say, there's a delay there when it first turns on for it to connect to the sub, so you'll get maybe a couple of seconds of sort of lag before it kicks into life. Let's turn it off again. Yeah, that is quite noticeable, that is. Right, let's fire up another demo, I think. Right, so I think what we're trying now is a bit of Dolby Atmos. So on the LG store, there is a Dolby demo app, so you can download that. We'll fire this one up. And what should we play? Let's try this one. Waterfalls sounds right. So we'll click on that, and hopefully it should come up. There we go. Dolby Atmos. Let's turn it up a little bit. Oh yeah, that's pretty full on. Don't know how that's coming through for you guys. That's yeah, pretty full sounding. Let's turn it up a bit more. Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, that sounds right. Like I say, pretty bassy. Again, bassier than I thought it would sound, to be honest. So the sub's doing a good job over there. So we'll try some of the different sounds. So on Dolby Atmos, as you can see, it says not supported. So it is fixed. You can't adjust that in any way. Let's just fire up another one, I think. What should we do now? I better not do the Jurassic World one, probably get done for copyright. So let's try this one. Excuse if the sound cuts out, it's the actual app, not the soundbar. There's problems with this app, it's pretty bad sometimes. Again, that sounds Yeah, nice. You're probably going to want to be watching this at home with some sort of, you know, sort of sub to emphasise the bass that I'm hearing. If you play it through maybe just a phone, you know, you're not really going to get the sort of full effect of how much improved it is over standard. Right, and tell you what we do now. We're just fire up LG's own sort of demos, just play those for a bit, and we'll put on the TV speakers and see how they compare. So that's Atmos again, and Dolby Vision. Let's turn it up. Well, that sounds pretty wide, the sound on that. It's thrown out, yeah, really far. Right, let's turn off the soundbar and just see what it sounds like without it. I'll have to turn the TV up a bit. So now the TV sounds really quiet. So I'm like at 40 now, and let's put the soundbar back on. Like I say, there is a delay before the sub kicks in. There we go, it's kicked in again now. Yeah, so a significant difference, I think, there in the sound. So what I'll do now, I'll fire up, I think, a bit of music and see how that plays out. Right, so I've got Spotify up on my phone now. I'm going to simply select the soundbar from the speaker options, and on here is lounge speaker. So hopefully with a press of that, it should connect to the soundbar. See if that works. There we go, we've got a confirmation noise there, and it is coming up saying Spotify. So with any luck, when we press play now, we should have the music coming out the soundbar. Right, let's go. There we go. Yeah, sounds good. Very good, actually. Hopefully we should be able to turn the volume up on the phone, which should do that on the soundbar. Yeah, that sounds, yeah, pretty impressive. That sub is definitely helping a lot there. Yeah, liking it. Definitely better than the TV. So, if we want, we can flick through the tracks. Obviously it will change on there. Yeah, that's pretty kicking, that is. Right, let's move on to another one. Turn it up a bit, give it a bit more volume.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step.
Yeah, it's filling the room pretty well with sound. Better turn it down a bit, it's going to annoy the neighbours otherwise. It's pretty loud. Let's have a look at these sound modes again. So this is standard. Movie ain't going to sound very good. And then you've got music. See, I think that sounds a bit muffled actually on music there. I think standard sounds better than the music mode. Then you've got ASC, which I don't know what that is again. Then you've got bass boost, then back to standard. So yeah, I think that's a good test there, and I think that passed with flying colours. I think it's all right. And I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll have a look at the some of the controls on top of the actual soundbar itself. So we've got our power on off, then you've got your function, so that will change between the all your inputs, say like your optical, HDMI, and so on and so forth. Then we've got your volume up and down. And then we've got a play pause, so hopefully you should be able to pause music. There we go, simple as that. And play again. So let's just pause that for a minute. Then we've got a mute for the microphone, so
The mic is muted.
there you go. So if you don't want Google listening in, then you can press on that on or off. And then we should be able to ask Google any questions. Hey Google, what's the weather like in Paris today?
In Paris tonight, it's predicted to be 23 and partly cloudy.
There you go.
It's currently 29 and sunny.
And this is all linked up to my smart lighting and that, so we give that a try now and see if that works fine. Hey Google, turn on lounge lights.
Sorry, it looks like the lounge lamp isn't available at the moment.
Oh no, that's turned off at the moment. So, but yeah, that's turn those on fine. So yeah, that all works as it should. And again, you can activate Google by simply pressing that button if you want to manually do it instead of saying the magic words. I'll tell you what I think we'll do now is we'll crack on and maybe try out a bit of gaming, see what that sounds like. Right, so here we are with a bit of Call of Duty on the PS4 Pro. The sound going through the soundbar. Let's turn it up a bit. That sounds right, doesn't it, mate?
Yeah.
See, even me son agrees it sounds right.
We have fire superiority.
Yeah, that adds another dimension to it, doesn't it, mate? Yeah. Yeah, that's sounding really good, that is, on the game in there.
We can't keep this up.
Right, so what I'll do, I'll knock off the soundbar and just see what it sounds like on the normal TV. Right, there we go. Oh, hold on. That's one thing you've got to be careful of. If you hit the volume up, it will turn the soundbar back on, so we just knock that back off. And turn the volume up on the TV. And yeah, that's... Now, beforehand, I would have said the TV sounded good. And it does sound good for considering how small, you know, the TV is. You've got to remember that, you know, there's really nothing to the back of it. It's all down, you know, the bottom. It's only a small enclosure, really. But yeah, you do notice that difference when you then add the soundbar on and turn it off. It really sort of, yeah, shows through the difference in the, you know, the volume and the bass of the TV, or lack of it, and the bass of the actual soundbar and sub. But you've got to remember, you know, that's a 440 watt soundbar with sub. The TV puts out 40 watts, so it's to be expected. So let's put the soundbar back on again. Like I say, you're going to have that delay for the sub kicking in. So we've got a delay there. The sub should kick in now. There we go. Well, a bit longer delay on that. Probably sort of about 8 to 10 seconds there. But yeah, when it's going. Yeah, that's real meaty sound. And that's on 27. Go on, mate, shoot that gun. Go on. There we go. So again, I'll put the TV back on and we'll turn the volume right up on that and see how it sounds again. So yeah, I think that's pretty obvious. We'll turn it up a bit, give it a good old fair chance. So that's on 60. Yeah, and that sounds nowhere near as good. So back to the soundbar. So again, when you turn on the soundbar, it'll automatically, when you've got that ARC connection, it'll automatically change over. So like I said, now if I do the volume for the TV remote, it's actually changing it for the soundbar anyway. So you haven't got to have that remote to hand. So yeah, I think that's a good test there, and I can highly recommend it. So please, let me know what you guys think of that. Like I said, I'd advise trying to listen to it through its best speakers that you've got home. Maybe not on a mobile phone or anything. You're not really going to get the sort of full effect of it. So yeah, I'm very pleased with that. I think that's a good addition to a TV like this. Now don't get me wrong, it's not going to be as good as a dedicated amp and speakers, but again, we're talking a couple of grand's worth of equipment versus what we look at, 500 quid, something like that, maybe a bit cheaper if you get it in a sale or whatever. So it's a good happy medium between, I think, a TV and a full-on sort of wired-in system. What it cost me for just cables alone is close to what this soundbar costs. So look at it like that. It's a good sort of one box or two box when you include the sub solution, I think, for people who don't want loads of cables. You don't want cables trailing around everywhere and that. Nothing sort of, you don't want to be whacking speakers up either. It's not overly intrusive or anything like that. So yeah, I think it fills the gap in the market for those people, like I said, who don't want a full-on sort of surround system, but also, feel that the TV isn't enough sound-wise and just want that, bit extra when it comes to your movies, games and music. So yeah, I give it a thumbs up. So, there you have it then, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that video, and if you did, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. Once again, a massive thanks to the guys at box.co.uk for supplying me with a soundbar. If it weren't for those guys, I wouldn't be making these videos. So please go and check them out in the description. Also, got to just say a massive thanks to everyone who's subscribed recently and watched all my videos. I've now hit over 3,000 subscribers, and the views on my unboxing of the C9 have reached over 150,000 views. So thanks very much to every single person who watched that video. That means so much to me, that I can't believe that I'm getting views on my channel that are more than some of the really big tech YouTubers. So yeah, really appreciate it. And if you haven't already subscribed, maybe think about subscribing to see more of these sort of videos in the future. Anyway, thanks very much for joining me, and hopefully I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.